For those unfamiliar with interactive stories or similar RPGs, this video has been made to help you understand. This system takes inspiration from the fighting fantasy system. Effectively, at the beginning of the story, you are given certain choices. These choices will alter future options, and as such, the story as a whole. In this setting, you have three main stats: ability, endurance, and fate. Ability. Your ability is the measurement of how well you carry out certain tasks, such as fighting or overcoming obstacles. Your ability can change during a playthrough. Proving your ability. For proving your ability, you must roll 2 dice. If the total number of the 2 dice is less than or equal to your ability level, you succeed. However, if the number of the 2 dice is higher than your ability, you fail. For example, say you need to jump over a wall and your ability score is 9. If the combined number of the 2 dice is less than or equal to 9, you succeed, but if it is over 9, you fail. In this story, you must roll 1 die and add 6 to this number, then halve the combined number to determine your initial ability score. If the result is a fraction, then you must round down to the nearest whole number. This will give you your starting ability score. Endurance. Your endurance is a measurement of how able-bodied you are. Each time you get damaged, your endurance will decrease. If your endurance runs out, you lose and will have to start again. However, certain events allow you to regain some endurance points. Proving your endurance. Normally, endurance will come into play when it is being reduced or increased. However, sometimes it can be used when determining the success of a certain action, similar to how ability can be proven. In this story, you must roll 1 die and add 6 to this number to determine your initial endurance score. Fate. Fate is a measurement of how lucky you are. Certain situations can either be to your benefit or your deficit, depending on how fortunate you are. Proving your fate. You can prove your fate by certain events in this story. You prove your fate by rolling 2 dice. If the combined number of these 2 dice is lower than or equal to your fate score, you succeed. If the combined number is higher than your fate score, you have failed. Regardless of the outcome, each time you prove your fate, your score is reduced by 1 point. In this story, you must roll 1 die and add 6 to this number to determine your initial fate score. Time. In this story, there is also a time element. Your base time is just from a timer. Each minute is 1 time point. There are several encounters which can add to your time. Other scenarios also have different possibilities, depending on what your time score is. Combat. Combat is conducted by determining your attack power. To do this, you roll 2 die and add this number to your ability score. You then do the same for your opponent, 2 die plus their ability score. Whoever has the higher attack power deals 2 points of damage to the other's endurance score. You need to keep re-rolling until one of you is defeated. You can also use your fate score in combat. After already landing a blow on your opponent, you can choose to prove your fate on the next round of the battle, instead of re-rolling with your ability stat. If you are fortunate and successfully prove your fate, you deal 3 points of damage to your enemy's endurance stat. But if you are unfortunate and the fate roll fails, then you deal no damage. With your newfound understanding of this system, you can put your skills to the test with our first interactive audio story. This is found linked in either the card above or in the description below.